Want some boiled peanuts, Gretchen? You whip out the bat and hold it in front of Gretchen. Why, yes, of course, I most certainly do! Anything for you? Offer them... What? A stranger, the opportunity for a stealthy introduction. Yes! Welcome back to Scarlet Hollow, everyone. I'm Brian, and in the last episode, we found ourselves sitting next to a weird guy who just wanted to blab our ear off, give us some peanuts, and we are in a mansion with our cousin, whose mother died, which in turn is our aunt. She's a cousin that we have no idea we've ever known we had until recently, due to the death of her mother, obviously. And we made ourselves an amazing peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and got bitten by a cat, who will get petted sooner or later. Whether that cat knows it or not, I will pet it, because I can talk to animals, and I'm strong. Anywho, let's go. Let's go ahead and let's settle into our room. Now that you've finally eaten the aches and pains of your journey, has started sinking deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Ooh, that's a little bit of a creepy flow, not gonna lie. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. What the hell? What are you doing in here? You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. How'd you get in there, bud? That's kind of stupid of you to get trapped in there. How long have you been trapped in there? And I'm glad you're still alive at that, too. Afraid. I friend. I no hurt. Anyone who plays one... Offer him your boiled peanuts. I friend. I no hurt. I friend. I no hurt. Afraid. What are you doing in my drawer? Warm. Dark. Can you tell me about the human who lives here? Which human? But Pearlian died. There's only one human lived. Tell me about Tabitha. DOESN not good with names. One of the humans died. Only one lives here now. 2 humans live here. Okay. Can you tell about the 2 humans who live here? 1 human sad. 1 human scary. The sad human. Cries. Give DOESN bad sleeps. Scary human. Always watches. Eyes hateful. Thanks for the help, DOESN. Okay. Now, is Tabitha married and we just don't know it? Or is this like some creepy uncle? Would you like my boiled peanuts? You seem like you might be hungry. Afraid. Death comes for DOESN. You close the drawer. You might as well leave DOESN be. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. You know a bag of peanuts is bad when an opossum won't eat your peanuts. Poor guy, poor DOESN. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag. But there's no going back now. Let's check the closet. You can see why your cousin said you shouldn't put your clothes in the dresser instead of the closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Okay. Of course you're sharing a room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. We're just gonna put that back in the creepy closet. We're just gonna leave it alone. You close the closet behind you. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you own this place, you totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You'd go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, and do whatever you needed to do to return to its former glory. And once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. That would be wonderful. Yeah, you definitely do that. Just not right now. You probably forgot the fact that the west wing of the building is gonna fall off a cliff any second now. Just saying. Examine the painting on the wall, which I think is kind of creepy, not gonna lie. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Mary Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. I don't want to take a nap. That's enough. It doesn't seem like there's much else for you to do here right now. Might as well head to town. I am not exploring that wing. I am sorry. I have a feeling I'm going to put that off for as long as I can, and I am not going to show any shame about that either. Because I do not want to fall off the cliff. Because as soon as I go in there, I know damn good when that thing's going to break, and I'm going to be down in the bottom of the cliff. With maybe a piece of wood sticking out of my stomach or something like that. Because I can just see that happening. Now that you're settled in, there's not much left for you to do here other than head out and explore the town. You do just that. Wonderful. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop. Especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wet the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that, I'm just saying. Then again, maybe it's the perfect time. After the funeral, we are done being sad. Continue down the path. It's really pretty out here. Continue down the path. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Oh, who's that cute little pupper? Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Why, I do declare, who is this stranger? And why does he smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Do you think Gretchen would like our boiled peanuts? Hey Gretchen, I got peanuts. Would you like some peanuts? Want some boiled peanuts, Gretchen? You whip out the bat and hold it in front of Gretchen. Why, yes, of course, I most certainly do! Aw, that's sweet of you. Those are probably way too salty for my little Gretch. Are you just saying that because you know they look like shit, too? Oh, Pug, it's so cute! It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Masamune. My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Masamune. Ha! That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal, folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. Oh, are you blushing? Do you have a thing for me? Are you going to be a potential girlfriend? Am I going to end up killing you accidentally? Ooh, that would make me so sad. It's going to happen. I can feel it, guys. I'm sorry. You are in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yeah. I just got in town today. Wow! I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? She's holding up. Upon mentioning your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me! I haven't seen her since Pearline passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so bubbly. She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. Hope she's doing okay. Is she always so... I don't know about how she's doing. I don't care. How do you care? She's awful. As far as I can tell, she only hates me. She always so... rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying here, even though she'd probably never admit it. How long have you known her? Are you two friends? She's really not worth your time! Man, you can really free yourself into being a dick in this one, can't you? How long have you known her? Oops. Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far as back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer's Night Dream. I was Puck, and she was Mustard Seed. I can't remember that book off the top of my head, but I know I must have read this book at some time, because Puck sounds very familiar. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does the monster fare? Ugh, Tabitha's cat. I will pet her for the last thing I do. Sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history. Ignore Gretchen, lest Stella discover your quirk. Ugh, Tabitha's cat. Sounds like you and Frou-Frou have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can actually talk to my dog, right? Haha, yes, the dog cannot touch it. Alas, you've discovered my deep, dark secret. I can talk to animals, and animals can talk to me. Your dog is like a southern belle, and she talks. Ooh, a southern belle. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact. Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw a breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That can only go for so long, so I'm ready for some meat. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Okay, let's go. Oh my. What a nicely colorful place this is. It almost seems like as if this is a happy place, where you can come and just relax and get away from the disparity that is the holler. At least from what I've seen so far anyways. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the somewhat comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden hollow as the patrons realize that the strangers enter the establishment. All except for the cook back here. He don't give two shit. He's like, man, I got orders to fill. I ain't got time for this crap, man. I gotta go and keep going. I gotta feed my wife and kids. And go ahead and take care of my lazy ass son who's just freeloading off of Margaret and I. I don't know how I came with Margaret, but there you go. Hey everyone, Masamune. Just in town for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slid into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Well, looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. And with who you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a while. Great. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They gracefully placed a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip! You can hit the H button on your keyboard behind the text box at any time. It's almost like if the developer is like, hey, this would make a fantastic thumbnail for you. So why don't you go ahead and remove this little background so that way you can add your thumbnail for episode 2 of our wonderful playthrough of this eventual scary game. Wonderful. That's a good tip. I like it. Anything for you? Offer them to... What? Why is everyone... Are these boiled peanuts going to be like the little gag throughout the game? Offer them your boiled peanuts. You hold up the still... Oh, they don't seem to approve very well of that. You hold up the still... peanuts. Gretchen sniffs the spatters of brine on the table and licks her lips expectantly. No thanks. I shouldn't take a gift while I'm on my shift. Anything I can get you, though? Oh, man. How much is a coffee? How much is a coffee? How much is a coffee? $1. But that gets you unlimited refills. Man, that's amazing. Cool. Can you throw in a biscuit too? Sweet, I'll have a cup, thanks. And could you throw in a biscuit too? I hear they're really good. Best in the country. Avery pours a fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. You won't regret it. You know, if you ever want to get rid of those peanuts, there's a trash can right by the door. Okay. I feel like I have to hold on to these because you never... I might take her advice, but it's just too funny an option. There's... Excuse me, that's Gretchen. There's always my mouth if you ever find yourself looking for an alternative receptacle. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. There's always a reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck! It's actually right after the funeral too, so it'll be a special occasion. There's the potluck like a cool! Oh, that really strikes my family remain silent. I don't want to be a dick. She's being nice to me. She's going to try to show me around town and show us a good time and stuff like that. And you got like this. Cool! Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of these things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I don't know, but I'd love to hit some good hiking trails after being cooped up on the bus for so long. These ladies gotta move! What's it to ya? Okay, seriously, I don't want this dick stuff. I'm sure I'll be able to occupy myself. How about I just do what I can to support Tabitha through this? Oh, dude, that'd probably be a good answer. That would definitely be a good answer. But I love to hit some good hiking trails after being cooped up on the bus. I don't think Tabitha really wants to deal. I think at this point, the less I see of Tabitha, the happier she'll be. I love it some good hiking trails after being cooped up on the bus so long. These ladies gotta move. I do actually like trails, actually. Oh, that sounds an awful lot like going on a walk to me. Oh, my job actually has me running around the woods pretty often, so if you ever need a guide, hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is that nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Here's your biscuit. When he said it's on the house, she sends her condolences. Thanks, it looks great. Thanks, Avery, it looks great. Pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow! I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, Stella mentioned she's famous. No, Avery, I'm not famous. Look, you're not going to go around tooting your own horn. You know I'm going to do it for you. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. You're a YouTuber? That's amazing! How many subscribers do you have? I bet you have more than I do. What do you do? What kind of videos do you do? Wait, what? Oh, well, that's a good reaction. Wait, what? It's not a big deal. I mean, it pays the bills, but it's really just a passion project, you know? You're too modest, Stella. Your videos are really good. You should watch them sometime, Masamune. They're like the Discovery Channel, but with better research. No, I mean, what's the YouTuber? Tell me more, tell me more. Can I watch your videos? I'm not really one for watching videos. Tell me more. Color me interested. Tell me more. She hunts cryptids. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being my most popular video by far. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River. And that's all I had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. That's pretty big. Some folks said it was a beaver. If that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've ever seen. I also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. It's a mountain lion. Really, it's a mountain lion. Whatever it is, I bet I can take it. That's a god cryptid right there. Oh yeah, totally a dog. Or wait, a beaver. Hold on. Whatever it is, you leave it alone. Oh yeah, totally dog. Or wait, a beaver? Hold on. Hold on just a second there. What is that? Right? My comment section went nuts with this footage, and from there it spread to Twitter pretty fast. There were polls for days. I even had actual experts weighing in. It was all a really cool experience. And it meant the video did some pretty great numbers. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animal pets. Kind of a sewer-gated type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free, and now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commentators for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm going to go after the... Wait. No spoilers. Whoops. Sorry, Avery. It's okay. We should probably get back to inside. Get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See y'all around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunk Ape. What's a Skunk Ape? It's like Bigfoot, but smellier. Okay, I guess I'll just roll with that. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So, what do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing? Heck yeah! I've been hoping you'd ask since the moment I heard cryptids. I live for the thrill. Like I have anything else going on. No, remain silent. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to come along. That's great. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I hope. I actually started the channel with a couple of buddies of mine back in middle school. So it's kind of like a blast from the past. Me and Kaneka and Reese. I do like Reese's an awful lot. They're delicious. Running around in the woods, flipping over rocks, and following salamanders. Our videos were terrible. We had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. Yeah, no, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old game back together. Though I guess Kaneka has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we can get him to come out of his hidey holes if he's up for it. You mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear about that. Do you want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind. Oh, I just called to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. I know! Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for the skunk ape. You could take it easier, Charles, if that would help. Dang, man. That sounds awful. Hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week, and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Aww, what happened, Stella? Reese, there's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Did he ask you to bring me to his house? Why? He's excited to meet you, of course. I think you'll find most folks in town are. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, 10 years or so. But I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well, it's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Ugh. Haven't I met enough people already? That'd be nice. I'd love to meet your friends. Awesome. I'll make it happen. He's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kaneka is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. You can't afford to leave a tip. Don't leave a tip. You didn't even spend any money. Yeah, I can't do that. We're going to leave a generous tip. You're reaching near your pocket and pull up a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a much more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. In a new place, far from oh my. And the people you know, following someone you just met to a dark forest in search of monsters. It looks even scarier when you look at it from this angle right here. It just looks like all this is just gonna break and go right down the cliff and into the forest. I mean, thankfully the town's not underneath it, because that'd be pretty bad. But this, I don't like this one bit. God, no. You feel more alive than you've been in years. Strangely calm. Tense, unsettled, nothing. Strangely calm. You feel strangely calm. The setting sun paints beautiful colors in the sky. Fresh air fills your lungs and pleasant songs of cricket trill around you as night descends. This is where you're supposed to be, with Stella by your side, a sweet smile on her face, and Gretchen plodding along in front without a care in the world. I feel like my boy is trying to go ahead and mosey up to Stella. I mean, that's just my guess, but I mean, it seems like the writing's kind of on the wall here that we have a potential love interest in Stella, who's probably not going to survive this, and I'm going to feel absolutely terrible. But we'll see what happens. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. Honestly, I'm okay with that. The hotter the better for me for summers. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Only because I hate winter. That's why I like summer so much. Winters are cold, long, and icky. Summer is hot, wonderful, and I can sweat my balls off. And I do enjoy a good sweat. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Are you really expecting to find anything? So much to explore. Are you really expecting to find anything out here? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? That's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden for humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star on my little YouTube channel? But hey, the chances are never zero, right? Fair enough. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids, like ghosts and whatnot? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing. Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there. But if there are, I'm sure it's like I haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there were actually real people out there who turned to animals. The werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. I can talk to animals. Does that mean I'm a werewolf, kinda? Sorta? Maybe? As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they really are out there, geez, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all of that is just bunk. Am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. You see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. Heck yes! See what the government wants you to think. I have absolutely no opinions. Yeah, they are. Heck yes, aliens are real. Nice. I knew we had a connection. I know somebody who knows somebody who heard a story from this trucker in Fayetteville. His truck stopped in the middle of the road, just shut down completely, even though he had a full tank of gas. And suddenly, it looked like daylight outside. He could see cows out in the fields, birds in the sky, and this metallic, egg thing appeared, floating in front of his truck. He passed out, and when he woke up, he was missing one of his pinkies. It was like he had never been there. It was just smooth skin where a pinky should be. That seems kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's not like it'd be hard to live without it, right? Because you can still, grab things without it. Oh yeah, that's good. I think my heater was just about to turn on. I don't want that thing going on right now. Maybe it was just sleep paralysis. That could have been sleep paralysis. I think alien abductions usually are. Maybe he pulled off to the side of the road for a nap and wound up having a wild hallucination while he slept. Ha! Okay, but what about his finger? It wasn't missing before it happened, and suddenly, poof, no pinky. Alright, you got me there. Maybe somebody came by while he was sleeping and took it. Look, sometimes things disappear. I don't have all the answers. Alright, you got me there. If this is real, I've got no idea what could have happened with that finger. Nice. Glad you're able to keep an open mind. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? Just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a couple months to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. As if I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, that's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was time I accidentally stumbled into the old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I'd barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. Are you sure it's safe? I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? You know, I'm a little surprised to see you getting cold feet. I know we just met, but I had you pegged as pretty adventurous. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. And these trails are ways off from his farm. Duke is a sweetheart, Masamune. You needn't be concerned about him. And if he makes you feel any better, I've been out on these trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. But hey, there's no point in worrying about whatever bad stuff may happen to us. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as can be. I can even carry bear mace. Cool. And if you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can have fun instead? It's not like being anxious ever stops anything from bad from happening. In my experience, all it does is make the bad things worse. The only thing you can do is tell yourself, this has happened. No going back to before this bad thing happened. And then you work on making things better. Oh, that sounds so cool! Anyway, all this is to say we're good, don't worry. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old butt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Can Duke talk to animals, too? Phew! Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of the darkness. Nah, girl, you're just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you looking for a way out here? Skunk Ape. Sorry I asked. And who's this you shuckered into coming with you? Wait a tick. You aren't. Is that? Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Another stranger? Another opportunity for a stealthy introduction. Yes! Duke, do you want some peanuts? It's grown quite fragrant since you first put it in your rucksack with the scent of old beer. But you're pretty sure that's what it's supposed to smell like. Boiled peanuts? For your backpack? Nope, I'm all set, thank you. I like how she's kind of like rolling her eyes. They're like, oh god. Should have thrown those things back at the diner, you fool. I am still more than happy to take them off your hands, just so you know. No. Now, both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best to steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out doing my own career and won't be too appreciative of a couple fools with a camera to scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy. Something musky? You see anything like that recently? What are you hiding, Duke? What secrets do you have for me that I can add to my video collection? Yeah, this one isn't as good as the one that I'm currently using, but it's basically the same thing, only bigger. And it runs in 4K. Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. No, I learned from the past. That you did. But I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunka-bungas or what have you. Someone's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week. Can't afford to lose many more than that. So sorry to hear that. But I wonder if a skunk ape has a taste for chicken. Now see? Well, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, dude, you don't think it's a I do, actually. There's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. Ooh, that's the good stuff. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. These sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find any whatnot attractive. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting them off chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 90s. And even those were iffy. It's true that all mountain lions out here so sin they pee on all the best trees. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts hasn't been 100% confirmed yet. Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by geezers like me. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple of school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed yet. Whatever. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. They were calling me all kinds of names. They were saying things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I guess you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. So you're a Duke man. I've met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I've never met someone named after a team. Are you threatening us? You threatening me, boy? I'm all powerful. I can take you down. I can bend you over my knee and break you, old man. You better watch yourself. But we were here first! What? If you find a mountain lion, don't kill it. Right on, Duke. Kill that mountain. Can you just buy more chickens? Okay, let's go. Don't butt in. It's between Duke and Stella. Yes. So you're a Duke man. I've met some pretty passionate sports fans, but I've never met someone named after a team. Yeah, well, I was born in a name. Why, you a fan? What am I saying about Ontario, this kind of fella? I never even set foot in North Carolina before today. I'm more of a local team locals fan. I love all teams equally. I'm not in for the sports, I'm in for the rivalry. The best sports of all. Sure, what the hell, why not? Let's go with it. I am Go Devils! Damn straight! But don't think that just because we root for the same team, I'm gonna let the two of you keep tromping around these woods. Ah, damn it, he saw through my ruse. Alright, Moss Mooney, there's no need to cause Duke any more hassle. Let's head out. We can come back some other time. Glad to hear you're both finally seeing some sense, Stella. You run along now and stay safe. Got it, old man. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. You guys know damn good and well we're going into those woods, don't you? But I guess we'll find out in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see y'all in the next video. I don't know why I keep doing that. I had a thought, but the thought just went, gone. It's almost like going into like another room where you want to do something. You're like, oh gee, I gotta go grab my keys. And you get into the living room, go from the bedroom to the living room. You're like, why am I in here again? Shoot dang, I forgot what the heck it is I was looking for. But anyways, as I said, see you in the next video. Bye for now, everyone. Have a good one.